Hello guys, hello people out there. My name is Carl, and this is going to be very first video that I make that I'm shooting right now, where I only speak English. Yeah, for those of you guys who haven't watched any of my videos, if you want, you can go check out those videos I put on my YouTube channel here. And I don't really think you can find any subtitle for those videos. You can actually call me later, as I'm gonna work on putting up some subtitles for those videos later in the future. And yeah, like I'm just done with the one video that actually deals with the grammar stuff. I don't really think there would be anyone who would be interested in grammar. It would be very bad at if I bring that up. So let me talk about something else. The idea of making this video just came out of nowhere. I haven't decided anything that I'm going to talk about for this video. So I think I need to buy some time to think about what I'm going to talk about for this video. Yeah. I might as well just talk about a bit of myself. Yeah, I turn out to be pretty blunt toward the Koreans especially when I talk to Koreans in English. I don't get to be that much blunt toward native speakers when I talk to them in English, and I don't really think I become that much blunt toward the Koreans if I just talk to them in Korean. But I don't know what has got into my head. Probably the way I studied English has an impact on the way I talk to Koreans in English. Yeah, probably that is why. I don't know exactly why, but this is exactly why I don't talk to my students in English in the classes where everyone just assumes it could be good for students to listen to teachers speak English, right? But I don't do that. Yeah, anyway, even you have to trust me, I'm working on it. I try not to be that much blunt, but even now I want to take it down to a lower level where I can say I'm becoming straightforward toward people. But I don't really think it's straightforward. That word is the right word to describe how I feel or the feeling that I have toward the Koreans when I talk to them in Korean. Not in Korean, in English. I just kept saying the word Korean, then I don't know, like I'm just used to it, I guess. So in Korean, Anyway, in some other videos later I'm going to film. If you find me blunt, I hope all of you guys understand, and then I hope all of you guys understand I'm working on it. I try not to sound that much blunt, but I just personally believe that being honest is the best way, to close to some people. And I know that being blunt is not the right way to become close to people. So that is why I said I'm working on it. Anyway, so what do I want to talk about? Yeah, the first theme or first video that I filmed that I made before in the past, I talked about those things. Yeah, the first thing, what do you think speaking English is more about? Do you think speaking English is more about putting more things in your head that are relatively new to you, or do you think speaking English is more about getting out things that you already know? Which one do you think you are leaning toward? Or how have you studied it? How have you worked on practicing speaking English? In Korea, Korean people who study English tend to believe that, what they have memorized, what they have remembered, or, I don't know, the words, expressions they know, somehow magically came out of their mouth. And I don't really think speaking English works that way. Yeah, you cannot just expect them to come out of your mouth. You have to work on practicing speaking English. Yeah, and probably I'm gonna get to talk about it later in some other videos. And the second one, yeah, how much do you think you stutter? Do you even realize how much you stutter? Is it stuttering on the list of the things you consider when you talk to people in English? I personally think that is what I usually tell my students, though. I personally think that stuttering should be considered as the most important, not because it's the most important, because actually I haven't seen anyone who takes the stuttering into consideration. Since stuttering is not taken into consideration, that is why I think it should be considered as the most important thing. But if you're one of those who take stuttering into consideration, try to figure out a way how not to stutter or how less stutter, then I don't really think you have to take it as the most important thing. So what kind of person you are. And have you ever considered how much you stutter, and when you stutter, and what you stutter for? I don't know. I personally call stuttering a pause or pauses in my classes, and pauses between words, pause between sentences, pause between not between. When you are out of an idea, when you think you are out of things you want to talk about, and especially when you think you are done with talking about something and then you kind of expect yourself to add more things to the idea you already talked about, then, normally people start stuttering. So those three main reasons, those are the three main reasons why people stutter and when people stutter. And then probably I'm going to get to talk about those, why or when, and then, what kind of stuttering is there or something. I'm going to talk about it in some other videos. And then the last one, not the least, what was it? Yeah, what was it? Oh yeah, you have to improvise. You have to talk on the cuff. Yeah. Also in Korea, Korean people tend to believe that, I don't know, probably they would feel more comfortable if they speak the way. I don't know, like they just have the things they want to talk about to a person they are talking to in English memorized or prepared. They have a prepared or memorized things they want to say first, and then probably it is going to make them feel more comfortable when they talk to people in English. But as I said, speaking English should be improvising. You have to speak English improvising. You shouldn't just have things prepared in your head first. I don't think that is also the way, how the speak English works. So how do you study? If you are with me, then probably you're going to keep watching my videos that I'm going to shoot later. Probably that is all for today. I hope you guys, watching my videos again later. I'm not really sure when I'm going to shoot another video where I only speak English. But in some other videos where I speak English, if I shoot it again, then definitely I'm gonna go in detail and I'm gonna talk about more about how you guys have to study English. So, okay, stay tuned and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next video. Bye.